Good morning, everybody. I'm live here on YouTube and Instagram at the same time. So I'm excited about that because I finally have that all figured out. Sometimes my brain. Sometimes my brain. But it's been a hot minute since I did one of these Monday morning lives because life has been a bit much lately. So yeah, I haven't made it here, but I'm alone in the house, so I thought I would take advantage of that. I've not been alone in the house a lot lately, and I think that is why I haven't been here, if I'm being totally honest. My son was in a pretty big crash, still frankly is, but we're trying school today, because it's been a long time, and we all need to do things, and I had a realization over the weekend, that it's a lot like being the parent of a newborn again. Now, my kids are almost 17, 15, and 11, and him having this chronic condition, which really affects his life and then by extension the rest of ours, is a lot like having a newborn in the house again and me being a parent of a newborn. It's all of that stress and uncertainty and am I doing the right things sort of thing. That deep love, that frustration, that just wanting to do whatever you can to make them feel better. The frustration and even resentment of everybody else who gets to leave the house and me being home, tied to him. It's the way that it has to be. And I get that. But that doesn't mean it's not hard. So, yeah, all those emotions are kind of there and it feels like a lot right now. So that's why I haven't been here. That being said, one of the key differences between now and 17, 15, and 11 years ago is that I know that the creativity and the creative act will truly save me. And so I can make the time for it. Also, I don't have, someone attached to my breast all the time. So there is that too. But yeah, so I have my morning make practice and I have been able to get in here in the evenings as well and do a few little things. So just having that thing for myself has made a world of difference for me. So happy about that. We're moving forward. That's what it is. I wanted to talk to you about what's going on in June. So we are June. Just a couple of things as we kind of wind down the end of the school year, the end of the sports year, all that stuff, all the parenting side of things, and get ready for summer. But creatively, oh, thank you, Art Loft Journey. She says that sorry, I don't know. You are a positive light. May you find your shine again. I will. I will. This is just one of those moments, right? But I am nothing if not honest and blunt. So I'm going to share. But thankfully, I do have that creative stuff to keep me there. Hi, Angela. uh, she, she's created, she's using that word, given us her name. So thank you, everybody, for your kind words. It's really, really helpful. I appreciate it. So, what is going on in terms of what I can give the world? Because I really enjoy that too. And it's nice for me to have my thing that I'm giving the world and not having it sucked out of me, figuratively, by the family. So, tomorrow is the next month of the Quilters Placation Adventure Sew Along. I haven't made the block yet. It's designed. I just haven't made it yet. We had a really busy weekend with sports and everything. So, had that on the weekend. So I will be making the block today and we will be doing the live on YouTube tomorrow. That is June 6th at 10 a.m. Mountain. So about this same time tomorrow. So we'll be doing that. Excited for that. It'll be another fun block building up our treasure map. This is such a saving grace project. process project. It's kind of both for me. So I'm excited to be showing up for you tomorrow with that next block. So that'll be a lot of fun. And then the other thing that I have going on um, is the quilters. It's not the quilters, the Piecing Palooza. I should get that right. Hosted by C&T Publishing. It is on the 20, oh gosh, I'm going to forget now, 28th or 29th of June. And it is sort of like a 3 hour, I think 3 hours, 3 or 4 hours live event. I'm going to be doing some improv demos there. We're going to be talking about slabs at that one. There's a whole bunch of other demos from other CNT teachers. So that's really going to be a lot of fun. Great way to just kind of dabble and test and try some other things. I think I'm going to be participating in some of the other ones too, because it's techniques that are out of my comfort zone. And these little 40-minute bursts are going to be perfect to really kind of just try something, right? That's the whole point, is let's experiment, let's try, let's do something a little bit different, get ourselves out there. And it's for us, right? That's the whole point. It's for us. This is for our well-being, our creative joy, and our mental health, frankly. And if anything, this last few months has shown me is that that has to be the priority in there. The other thing I have going on is so much tulle. I'm making ballet costumes and I really need to get on them. I really, really need to get on them. So that'll be the next few days as well for me. So lots of tool to be going through. Angela, you're asking, where can we find this? I assume you mean the Piecing Palooza. Registration, if you actually just go scroll back a couple of posts in my Instagram feed, there is information there. If you subscribe to my newsletter, I will be sending it out in a few days. And there are also going to be links in that. As for the actual links, I can look that up really, really quickly here to make sure that everybody gets it, right? Piecing Palooza. There we go. You can register. This is where I'll get it. It's creativespark.ctpub.com. So that is creativespark.ctpub.com. But if you don't get that today on either of these lives, don't worry. I will put it in my newsletter for those on YouTube. Actually, I can throw it in the comments. Once I get off of live, I will make sure that the link is in there for both the YouTube and the Instagram feed. That's what's going on, right? Oh, and the other thing, this is the big exciting thing. It's exciting for me, probably not for you. We are almost done all of our planning for our summer trip. So if you have not heard before, I have my middle daughter, middle girl, middle child. She's the middle child. She's the second girl. Has qualified for world championships for both U17 and U19 in her sport of choice, which is modern pentathlon. So this is swimming, running, shooting, fencing, and now obstacle course. So she has qualified for these world championships. Well, guess what? The world championships are in Egypt and Turkey. So that's where we're going this summer. I was just going to go with her to Egypt because we have a conflicting event in the family. And so I was going to go with her there, but then she qualified for Turkey as well. That's the U19. So we decided to make a family trip of it. So we're going. We are going. Her and I are going to be gone for a month. So just point of fact, there will be no Quilters Playcation Adventure Sew Along. There will be in July, but not in August, because I'll be gone and I'm not going to do it from my trip because I want my sewing machine and stuff. So we're doing that. So it's heavy on the planning. I'm an improv quilter. That sort of approach to life, to quilting, is how I approach life. And take it as it comes, figure it out as I go. So the whole notion of planning a big trip is very stressful for me. But I'm almost done. If I get the last bookings done this week, then we're there. So we're really excited about that. Going to be full of fun times, inspiration, adventure, and watching her do her thing. So it'll be good. Yes, I will be taking handwork. I've already planned that out. Of course. I will be taking handwork. Not too much though. We're trying to travel light. Um, so I may not take some of my usual things, but as long as it fits in a little pouch with dull scissors so they don't get taken away from me, it'll all be good. It'll all be good. So yeah, that is what's going on is ballet costumes, the Quilters Playcation Adventure Sew Along, which is coming up tomorrow. But remember, if you can't catch it live, the recordings will be on YouTube. The Piecing Palooza at the end of the month through Creative Spark with CT Publications, and then planning our trip. And then one more thing that I'm going to sneak, actually two more things that I'm going to show you. First of all, speaking of travel, my mother-in-law is coming with us, but she recently was in Hawaii and she bought me some fabric. How nice of her. She's so sweet. Look at this little bundle of stuff. It's so pretty. And it's from Vicky's Fabrics in Kapai. I don't know how to say it. Hawaii, which is on Kauai. So it's really nice to have that kind of memento from her trip, and I'll have to do something special with those. And then the other thing, pardon me, I'm about to sneeze. Excuse me. The other thing is this. So with the Quilters Playcation, I did a play date at the beginning of May. Vicky's is great. Oh, Killyfish knows Vicky's. So that's kind of fun in there. Yeah, Vicky's Fabrics. So I think my mother-in-law, it was very sweet of her to stop in there for me. So anyways, back to the Quilters Playcation. We did a play date at the beginning of May. And it was a lot of fun. So I think this topic will be something that I do again, where we brought our ugly fabrics. Like ugly is in the eye of the beholder, but we brought our ugly fabrics. And in the end, I made one block out of my ugly fabric. It was this brown with gold, oranges, and greens. It would appeal to a lot of people. So there's no judgment that I found it ugly. It's just not my normal thing. But we challenged ourselves in this to make something out of it. And I ended up making this like totally, to me, obnoxious block in terms of what fabric I paired it with. And I fell in love, right? Suddenly my ugly fabric was brilliant fabric. And I loved it. And I have made 24 blocks since then. Not all with that fabric because I didn't have a big piece of it, but inspired by that initial block. So this was the initial block, right? This brown was what I called the ugly fabric. And I paired it with this like tulip pink eye cap butterfly, which just seems totally ridiculous there. And then I kept going. And I have tons of fabrics. Some of them also used other ugly fabrics or weird combinations. Like this was a weird fabric and strange combinations. There's that fabric again. Look how it paired so cool with this Juicy Juice new fabric, which I only had enough for one maple leaf. But yeah, I just kept going. So I have made 24 of these. This is the last combination of fabrics that I'm going to use to make 25. So I will have, a lap size quilt with all of that. And actually, now that I'm looking at it, these fabrics for my mother-in-law would probably play well with it. And my kids did say that fabric or that stack of blocks kind of reminded them of grandma's house, which I can see. But it has blue in it, and grandma doesn't like blue. So I don't know if she'll get it or not. All right. Well, I think that's it from me. You got the update. Excited to be here with you again today. Thank you for listening, as always. Thank you for being there for me. I'm glad that I am able to be there for you, but I really appreciate that you can also be there for me. And then I should probably go to work because my son is in school. So I should try to go to the office and catch up on some stuff because I'm quite behind. And then I'm going to be gone for a month. So got to get in there and do the stuff to pay for the trip. That's how it works. So thank you everybody for being here. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow morning um, on the adventure so along. I'm excited. I'm not giving any hints for the block, not because I haven't made it, but because I think this is going to be a fun one. So we'll surprise you with it tomorrow. So thanks everybody. Take care. Bye bye.